Final home game of the Indian summer before the team moves to Australia for what should be a more appetizing series. It's been a disappointment, this T20 series between India and the Windies, because we thought Carlos Brathwaite's side would put up more of a fight than they've done. The third T20 in Chennai on Sunday, looking ahead to it on ESPNcricinfo match day. Phil Simmons and Aakash Chopra with me. Aakash, changes announced to the team. Rest for Jasprit Bumrah. There's more rest than action for him these days. Also, Kuldeep Yadav and Umesh Yadav find themselves out. In comes Siddharth Kaul. Thoughts on a team that you'd like to see?
This is an opportunity to try new people, new faces that were included in the initial squad as well. And I'm not just talking about the people who've come in right now, replacing the three names that you mentioned, but the ones like Shreyas Iyer, Shahbaz Nadeem, and more so about Shahbaz Nadeem. I don't know how they're going to figure or rather find a way to draft him in, because he's not even a part of that 3 T20Is versus Australia. He's the only guy who actually misses out. Virat comes in and he goes out. It must have taken a long effort for him to come here and not getting an opportunity. When will it happen next? Nobody knows. So I want actually him to play and a Shreyas Iyer to come in and play and showcase his wares. Eventually Chahal should also get a game. Washington Sundar should get a game, because if you're looking at these people as your plausible possible options, then you can only get to know if you give them an opportunity.
You think logically, if they've announced a 16-man squad for 3 T20s and they won the series, in the dead rubber, everybody should play. So all the guys you've mentioned, maybe even Sid Kaul, who they've called up for this one-off game, should get a game. Can that happen though, practically?
See, ideally speaking, yes, that's how it should be. But practically, I don't see it happening as easily, because Rohit Sharma must play a captain. Otherwise, you don't have a captain. They tried that against Afghanistan in the Asia Cup, where they made wholesale changes, and Dhoni was allowed to lead in his 200th ODI game for India. But then he's not there. So Rohit must play. Shikhar Dhawan, you may want to rest him, but he doesn't have the runs. KL Rahul, same story. Dinesh Karthik hasn't really played a lot of international cricket since the Asia Cup. Rishabh Pant, it's still an experiment which is under process. So how do you actually give everybody a go? It is going to be difficult, but then see, come what may, find a way to play Shahbaz Nadeem, because poor kid may not actually be back in the Indian colours again, and it's been long time coming. So I really hope that he gets a game. Others may get opportunities sooner than later.
All right, what about opportunities for the West Indies? Phil Simmons, it's been a disappointing T20 series, but you've made questions on their opening lineup. Would Nicholas Pooran find a place to open? Would you change things up? Is there place for Sheffield Rutherford?
Yeah, it would be good, seeing that the series has already gone, that they can give the players on the bench a chance to show what, or to get a chance to play T20 international. Rutherford, I'm not sure if McCoy is fit. If he's fit, he should get a game. And as you say, my choice would be Pooran to open the inning, and let's see what he does, because he can play both fast bowling and spin at the top. And Rutherford and whoever else is on the bench to get a game, and let's see what they have. Give them a chance.
And finally, Phil, in what's been a disappointing tour in general, but in even more disappointing T20I series, what would you like to see from the West Indies? It is a dead rubber, of course. What would you like to see the Windies when they come out in Chennai?
I would like to see a proper opening partnership. Two players go up there and bat, even they bat like Rohit and Sikka did in the last match, just give them a start. And all the big players, Pollard has to come to the party, Darren Bravo, all the experienced players need to do something in this game, so that when they get on that plane, they could say, well, look, we finished well.
Yeah, I like that Phil says that, because it might be, not that there won't be other opportunities, it might be a last reminder for the IPL franchises just before the auction to have have a lasting impression. You know, players like Pollard, big names that they still need to keep themselves relevant.
Well, of course, because one thing also comes out of an international bilateral series is that the standard of international cricket is a lot higher than whatever you get to play in league cricket across the globe. So it doesn't really enhance your skills. It doesn't really help you evolve as a player. So if you want to have the kind of reputation that you have built, you got to score the runs, take the necessary wickets at the highest level as well. Otherwise, sooner than later, you'll find people going irrelevant and in case of Pollard, for example, or Carlos Brathwaite, somebody who had a fantastic World T20 final, is not someone who actually gets into the playing 11 of a franchise in a tournament called the IPL, where 8 teams are playing. So when you know that that's where you stand, Kieron Pollard is not a certainty every time Mumbai Indians set foot for on the ground for an IPL game. So you do know that there is still some journey to be travelled. So there is some work to be done. So yes, if you are the senior players, you're not there for, or rather you're not just a senior for nothing. You got to pull your weight in the side. Currently, they're letting them down.
Right. Many thanks, Aakash. Many thanks, Phil Simmons. Let's see if the big players show up in the final game of this tour, which takes place in Chennai on Sunday.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.